He was the most liked person in the room. Charming, generous, always the first to help. Everyone trusted him. Everyone was wrong. By the time people realized what he truly was, careers were destroyed, relationships were shattered, and he had already moved on to his next target. The terrifying truth? The signs were always there. Most people just didn't know what to look for. Today, you will. Before we talk about the signs, you need to understand what a dark triad person actually is. In psychology, the dark triad refers to three distinct but deeply connected personality traits: narcissism, Machiavellianism, and psychopathy. Individually, each trait is dangerous. Together, they create something most people are completely unprepared for. The narcissist craves admiration above everything else. They believe they are special, superior, entitled, and they will manipulate anyone who threatens that belief. The Machiavellian thinks in strategies, not emotions. They see relationships as chess pieces, every move calculated, every kindness an investment with an expected return. The psychopath feels no guilt, no remorse, no empathy. They can look you in the eyes, destroy your life, and feel nothing. Now here is what makes this truly dangerous. These people don't look like villains. They look like your colleague, your partner, your friend, sometimes your own family member. And they have spent their entire lives learning how to make you trust them.
The mistake most people make is waiting for obvious red flags. By then, it's already too late. Dark Triad people reveal themselves early, but only if you know exactly what to look for. Sign number 1. They charm you faster than feels natural. Within days, sometimes hours of meeting you, a dark triad person makes you feel like you've known them for years. They remember small details you mentioned once. They agree with almost everything you say. They make you feel uniquely understood. This is not connection. This is called love bombing, and it is a weapon. They are studying you, learning what you need, so they know exactly what to take away later. Sign number 2. They have a pattern of broken relationships, but it's never their fault. Listen carefully when they talk about their past. Ex-partners who were crazy, old friends who betrayed them, bosses who never appreciated them. In a dark triad person's story, they are always the victim, never the cause. If everyone in someone's past is the villain, consider who the real common denominator is. Sign number 3. They test your boundaries early and watch your reaction. A small lie you weren't supposed to catch, a slightly inappropriate comment to see if you'll push back, a promise made casually and broken even more casually. These are not accidents. They are calibrations. They are learning how much they can get away with, and if you say nothing, they have their answer. Once the initial charm phase is established, the behavior shifts, and this is where the psychology becomes deeply disturbing. Pattern 1. Hot and cold behavior by design. One day, they make you feel like the most important person in their world. The next, you barely exist to them. This is not mood. This is not stress. This is intermittent reinforcement, one of the most powerful psychological manipulation tools known to behavioral science. When reward is unpredictable, humans become obsessed with earning it. A dark triad person knows this instinctively. They keep you chasing a version of them that only appears when it serves them. Pattern 2. They are pathologically competitive, even with people they claim to love. Your success makes them uncomfortable. Your good news is somehow redirected back to them. Your achievements are subtly minimized, never directly, always with a smile. They cannot celebrate you. Because deep inside, your win feels like their loss. Pattern 3, they create triangles. They introduce a third person into your dynamic, a colleague, an ex, a friend, who suddenly becomes a point of comparison or competition. This is deliberate. Jealousy and insecurity keep you focused on them. It is control, disguised as conversation. Here is something the books don't always tell you. The moment a dark triad person realizes you can see them clearly, everything changes. The charm disappears. What replaces it is calculated and cold. They may try to destroy your reputation before you can speak. They will rewrite history, convincing others that you are the unstable one. This is called a smear campaign, and they begin it long before you realize it's happening, or they disappear completely. No explanation, no closure, no final conversation, because to a dark triad person, you were never a person to begin with. You were a resource, and resources get replaced, not mourned. Understanding this is not meant to frighten you. It is meant to free you. Because when you remove the confusion, when you stop asking why would someone do this, and replace it with the knowledge of what they actually are, their power over you dissolves. So what do you actually do with this information? First, trust the pattern, not the moment. Dark Triad. People are brilliant in individual moments, but patterns don't lie. Watch behavior over time, not in isolated incidents. Second, protect your information. The less a dark triad person knows about your fears, your needs, your vulnerabilities, the less ammunition they have. Share carefully. Observe first. Third, your discomfort is data. If someone consistently makes you feel confused, guilty, or like you can never quite measure up, that feeling is not weakness. It is your mind recognizing something your conscious thoughts haven't named yet. Listen to it. Fourth, grey rock method. If you must interact with a dark triad person, become uninteresting to them. Flat responses, no emotional reaction, no drama to feed on. They require stimulation. Remove it, and they move on. And finally, the most important thing, your empathy is not a flaw. Dark triad people target kind, empathetic, high-functioning people, not because those people are weak, but because they are valuable. The goal is not to become cold. The goal is to become informed. The person we started this video with, the charming one everyone trusted, eventually moved on to a new environment, new people, a fresh start. But here's the thing about dark triad people. They don't change environments to grow. They change environments because the last one finally saw them clearly. Now, so do you. If this video made you think of someone specific, the next video you need to watch is already on your screen. It covers exactly what happens when a dark triad person realizes they've lost control. Watch it. You'll understand why.